If you're looking to get in software sales or you're early in your software sales career like I was just 3 years ago, you have absolutely come to the right place. In today's video, we are talking about why the SDR, Sales Development Representative position, is the most important role you will have in your entire software sales career. I started as an SDR at Qualtrics 3 years ago. I made over 40,000 cold calls, generating over $15 million in pipeline. I recently promoted to an account executive. I've hit my ramping quota as an account executive 3 consecutive quarters, and I was asked to speak with our entire group of SDRs, over 100 people at the company this week, sharing my experience, why being an SDR is so important to long-term success, and ultimately how you can go from an SDR to an AE sooner. We make videos every day talking about software sales, how to get your dream job, how to find more success from a pipeline gen mindset, all of that standpoint. So subscribe to the channel now if you haven't already. And if you've seen one of my videos before, I'll settle for a like. This is day 132 in a row of a new video. We are less than 200 watch hours away from monetizing this channel. So if you could please like the video now, drop a comment to help with the YouTube algorithm, and watch until the end of the video, it would be a big help. And you may actually learn something that will help you make more money. Point number 1 as to why the SDR position is the most important role in your career, and really speaking to my own experience, is if you want to find success in sales or any career for that matter, you need to be able to effectively generate pipeline. Being able to generate pipeline means being able to succinctly convey value and communicate effectively. In order to generate pipeline, you need to cold call, like you see my headset sitting right there, made over 40,000 dials on that headset right there. I've been rejected thousands of times. I've set hundreds of meetings. And in order to find success, you need to be able to generate pipeline. As an SDR, being in that role for 2 years, I thought I was hot shit. I thought I was the man. I consistently blew up my pipeline numbers. If you look me up on LinkedIn, you can see my past attainment. Connect with me as well if you're on LinkedIn. Would love to join networks. You can see my past attainment. I averaged 150, 200% for months on end. I wasn't able to promote though because I wasn't quite ready. I didn't hit the closed revenue target along with my pipeline generation. Being in that role, at times I felt like a victim. I felt that it was unfair. I felt that I was ready to become an account executive. By being forced to stay in that role for so long, it fortified all things prospecting and pipeline, which has served me incredibly well as I am now an account executive and I need to generate revenue, work sales cycles, and close deals. You need a lot of skills to be able to do that. But in order to effectively manage your time and generate the pipeline for you to close, you need to be able to set up meetings on your own. Of course, you may have marketing, you may have SDRs for yourself that you work with, but you need to be able to do that skill. And if you fake your way through SDR, if you just go through the motions, if you check the boxes, do whatever they need, if you become an account executive and you don't have those skills, you are going to struggle and you will get exposed. Mastering all things pipeline generation is point number 1 as to why being an SDR is the most important role in your career. Point number 2 is my personal favorite, and it's really, if you were to ask the people around me and you asked, what does Trent do well? I would hope they say Trent has great urgency, he has great fire, and he has a predictable, consistent work ethic. It's easy to say work hard, it's easy to say show up early, it's easy to say work late. Being an SDR, you are forced to play the volume game. You're forced to make a lot of cold calls, you're forced to eat dirt, you're forced to do a lot of the hard activities that other people may not want to be doing. And quick tip here is that cold calling never goes away, so you may as well embrace it. Developing a consistent, predictable work ethic looks like winning each and every day. On these post-it notes, I write down my goals so that I can remind me of what I'm working towards. Each and every day, I feel such a great sense of urgency, it's hard to put in words. When I wake up, I'm thinking about my goals, I'm thinking about what's going on, I'm thinking about how are my actions shaping it. I'm not thinking about distractions. I live by myself. I don't do social activity on the weekdays. I don't drink on the weekdays. I don't do drugs. I don't do anything besides thinking about how can I become more successful? How can I get in better shape? I'm starting to lift some weights, so I'm not sure if you can see a little definition there. It's pool season, so we need to get the pool bought, and you guys know what I'm talking about. all I think about is success and furthering myself in my career. I have no distractions. So when I show up each day, there's an incredible fire burning in me that says, I need to win this day. And winning the day doesn't look like, you don't need to be a hero. You don't need to save the show. You just need to do the small things. If you're watching this video, remind yourself, we are in May of 2021. What was your New Year's resolution? Are you closer or are you further away from the New Year's resolution? When you said, hey, at the beginning of the year, I'm gonna transform myself. I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna work towards these goals. Now is the time to show up. It's not the time to think, you know what, I'll go through this weekend, I'll party one more time and then I'll get myself together. There's no delaying it. You need to accept now is the time to go for it. And if you're not giving it everything you have Monday, if you're saying I'll wait till Tuesday, and then you're saying, you know what, maybe Thursday, actually no, next week, now is the time. If you're watching this video, you need to reevaluate how consistent are you. As an SDR, for example, I made 100 cold calls a day, every day for 6 to 9 months. Literally every day. All I did was cold call, found people to call, sent emails, and made more cold calls. And then networked internally. That's all I did each and every day for months on end. And repeating that each and every day really helped me go from an SDR who didn't know how to cold call, who had no past internship experience, no connections in the tech industry, no business, turning into who I am today as someone who has a consistent track record of success. It took a lot of hard work and a lot of failure. So if you're an SDR right now, recognize that you are in the most important role of your career, and how you act in these moments will define the rest of your career. So you need to give it everything you got, and you need to be the most consistent, reliable person around, and that's how you'll reach the success that you want. If you're still with me, subscribe to the channel, drop me a comment. Let me know what your success secret is. Being an SDR, being a BDR, being an account executive, whatever you do, let everybody know your success secret down below and how you find consistent success. Tip number 3 is one that I really like, and it plays into being an SDR very well. Building your internal brand. As an SDR, you work with account executives, you generate them revenue, and you are fortunate enough to be exposed to perhaps dozens of different individuals on different teams in different regions. That is the opportunity in your career to get exposed to a lot of different people, and people will remember how you made them felt. People will remember your work ethic. People will remember your urgency. People will remember how you treated them, and you're in a role where you're working with so many people and you're helping them. So by doing your role effectively at a high level and showing you care, it will elevate your status in the eyes of other people, because people will look at you and say, that guy cares. That guy, as soon as he smells blood in the water, as soon as he gets a meeting, he sends the invite. He sends the reminder before the invite. He sends the note context to his account executive. Make sure that your internal brand is standing, and also think about, as an SDR, what can you do to separate yourself now? What can you do via posting on LinkedIn? What can you do via reaching out to higher level people in your company and saying, hey, I'm a new SDR, really respect your game, your work ethic, your sales acumen. Can we find some time to talk? And you can find mentorship quite easily, because you're just a young SDR who has no idea what's going on, and people want to help you. So realize that you're in a very fortunate position, and also realize that the position you're in will not last forever. Eventually you will promote to an account executive, and you can't worry about how fast other people. Some people promote to an account executive before you. Don't think, hey, I'm not good enough. Perhaps you're the one who's promoting to an account executive before other people. The quickest way to fail is to think you're something special. You're not special. I'm not special. All we can control are our actions. Sales is a game of volume and probability. And you control your actions on a day-to-day basis, and you need to be someone who takes a lot of action, who consistently takes action, someone who brings energy, someone who really cares about what they're doing, and someone that takes extreme ownership of their own career, because no one's gonna care about your success as much as you do, and take extreme ownership in your performance. The reason being an SDR is so important is because that is how you will learn consistent performance. Perhaps you'll have weekly targets, perhaps you'll have monthly targets, perhaps you'll have quarterly targets. Now is the time to figure it out. Now is the time to fail and really refine your craft And doing that for 2 years, personally as an SDR, I never made a single video. And then once I promoted, I knew I was hot stuff because I knew I mastered all things prospecting. And that's why I'm finding success now. So if you're an SDR, I see you, you're appreciated, you're valuable. Keep going, keep pushing, and subscribe to the channel now. Drop a like on the video. We're so close to monetizing the channel. So thank you so much for your support. Drop me a comment below, connect with me on LinkedIn, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.